This is News First 5 at 10.
My first tornado!
What an afternoon. A tornado touches down south of Colorado Springs in Fountain.
Viewers snap pics as it comes out of the sky. Then it hits the ground. Debris flies everywhere.
Witnesses just couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Damn!
And this twister, powerful enough to cause some serious damage.
Just at that moment, the window in the office just shattered, just exploded. Boom!
Summing it all up, the title of this picture we got from Alexis. She says, quote, OMG. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us.
That's where we begin tonight. A tornado touches down in southern Colorado.
It came down in Fountain and was only on the ground for a short time, but that was all it took. News First 5's Carolyn Carver live in Fountain covering the damage, talking to eyewitnesses. Mike and Mike with the first alert giving us the play-by-play on this system. Now here's a look at the area where the tornado touched down about 4:30 near Heritage Road and Peaceful Valley Road. That's where we begin live tonight with Carolyn.
Lisa, a truly unbelievable sight. The tornado literally struck down on this house right behind me. You can see the damage in the garage still left behind tonight. But we were here just moments after the tornado hit, talking to the family about the scare.
If we just heard this woo, 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 when we come out of the bedroom and we're looking out the window.
Facing a funnel with double legs, a tornado about to hit the Cusick home.
Our office window blew out and it slammed the door next to us, and we just hit the ground and covered the dogs. And it was just bursting windows, and it was crazy.
Shattering glass, tearing entire sections from the roof, and even pulling a swamp cooler, ripping it from its mooring. The wind violently gusting both over their home and through it.
It was a vacuum. It sucked the garage door in the house.
Whipping dust and debris, the funnel spotted racing through the backyard, leaving a path of destruction behind.
It drug this travel trailer like right here and threw it into this lot and just destroyed it. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Zigzagging back and forth, the tornado dragged this travel trailer from here to here. A trampoline thrown over the house from the front yard to the back. The tornado leaving mercy on nothing in its wake.
We saw it overturn our shed, and it overturned a camper we had parked in the back, and it actually picked it up, rolled it a couple times, and ripped it apart in the air.
Now with cleanup, both small and large, the Cusicks just say they're glad every soul is okay. And amazingly, friends and families rushed to the house immediately after they heard the tornado hit. Right now, their top priority is repairing the roof because they say if another storm rolls in, a flood in their house could be another devastating blow. Reporting live in Fountain, Carolyn Carver, News First 5.
Carolyn, thanks for that. OMG indeed. Well, many of you saw the tornado forming and were even brave enough to grab those cameras and start shooting. And the images we received, as you've already seen, they were incredible. We continue our coverage now of the storm with Matt Stafford live in Fountain. Matt?
Hey, Rob. Earlier today, usually when you see a tornado, you're supposed to duck and cover, but today more people were reaching for their camera phones trying to snap a picture of it. Now, when the storm touched down on the east side of Fountain earlier today, Kat Wheaton was standing outside of her home. She says she's never seen anything like it, and it took a minute for her and her husband to figure out what it was.
Oh, you see, it looks like black smoke coming up from the house. So I saw the lightning maybe hit the house up from the thunderstorm. And then we looked closer and he said, no, this is not a fire, this is a tornado.
Now, thanks to Kat for sending us her video. She said it made them nervous to see, but it was so far away that it was really more exciting. She's just glad to see that everybody's okay. Reporting live, Matt Stafford, News First 5.
And I'm Mike Daniels. When the storm touched down just before 4:30 this afternoon, our viewers were all over it. We'll share some great viewer photos with you in just a bit now. And First Alert Doppler showing some good rotation within the storm. There was wind shear in the atmosphere. Mike Madsen joins us now with a summary of just how this thing evolved this afternoon. Mike?
Mike, there was shear with that storm, but it didn't have the classic tornado pattern. This is that pattern. It's called a hook echo, and the tornado is usually right here. Now, we grabbed some images from First Alert Doppler, and here's what we did see. 4:09 p.m., couple of storms producing small hail over Fountain and just to the west of Fountain. And then when the storm was at its strongest, 4:19 p.m., that doesn't look like that hook I showed you. So we were seeing this. Some of you were looking out the window and seeing this. Suzanne sent us this one. That funnel extending all the way down to the ground. That's not the only image that we have. We move on to take a closer look at this one from Gavin, kind of a perspective shot on it. Now look at that tube and notice also this one from Colorado Sparky. You can see through it. Well, that gives you a clue what it was. We go now to the video that was shot a little bit earlier. Now you see it in motion. Look at that tube coming down from the cloud. See how you can see through it? That one is the real clue as to just exactly what this was. Looks like it was a land spout. Now, let's see what a land spout is. Land spouts are storms that form from non-supercell thunderstorms. We just get a building cumulus cloud, that powerful updraft, and it develops a little bit of rotation. They're weaker than regular tornadoes. They're similar to water spouts. They can still do damage. So no classic pattern, but there was the tornado, fortunately only on the ground for a very little while. This is the headline grabber today, but it wasn't the only thing going on with the weather. Mike Daniels has a look at your storm reports for the day. Mike?
Thank you, Mike. Yes, it was a wild weather day across the state. We've had hail reports from Peyton, Calhoun to Pueblo. It was just penny-size hail, so not a whole lot of damage when a hailstone is that size. But we went from tornadoes near Fountain to a foot of snow on Red Mountain Pass today. Welcome to springtime in the state of Colorado. Still a few leftovers out there. It's dry from Pueblo south, but First Alert Doppler showing what's happening right now. We've got light rain shower activity on First Alert Doppler. Stretches out from Falcon all the way along Highway 24 to Peyton and Calhoun, and still cold enough for snow. A couple inches of snow fell across the Woodland Park area today. We'll show you a time lapse of that during our main segment. Also had snow from Monument, Black Forest, all along the Palmer Divide. A much more docile weather pattern around here for the next few days, but then a new storm to deal with early next week. I'll have details coming up. Rob?
Mike, thanks. Well, we can't get enough of those photos and video. When the big storms happen, we rely on you, the viewers, to help us report the big story.
And wow, did you come through this afternoon?
Bring me the phone, and I need to call News First 5.
Kat pulled out her camera, her first thought to call us as she took this video of the tornado.
Angie could see the entire funnel, top to bottom.
Mrs. Bowers could see it from her porch miles away.
Simone caught the twister from across the field. You can really see the debris in this one.
Candace Mooney says she saw it coming right out of the sky. She told us she was still shaking when she shared her pictures on our Facebook wall.
And Matt Peterson grabbed his camera. He and his friends, they just couldn't believe it.
I've never seen a real one.
Neither have I.
Wow, well, when severe weather happens, you can count on the News First 5 team to keep you informed and prepared.
Yeah, and you can follow these storms anytime in your neighborhood with our interactive First Alert Doppler right from your computer at newsfirst5.com. Just click on weather.